YouTube friends, it's James here with Guitar Nuggets. What you just heard was my best attempt at playing Jimi Hendrix's Little Wing in the style of the original studio recording. I'm going to show you what I was doing there. Hopefully you like it. If you do, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Let's get to it. Alright, I've got basically a clean sound, and the recording didn't have any reverb. I don't believe there was like a little Leslie effect in there for the old rotating speakers, but of course you don't need that. But I do have the Strat on the, not the neck pickup, but it's the neck in the middle. That's what gives it that, you know, I believe that's what he was playing on. It's got that weird out of phase sound or whatever it is. So all right, I guess I'm gonna do 2 lessons. Once, I'm just gonna go through it slow, not say anything. I'm just gonna play through it slow, and then the more advanced guys will be able to take off with that. And then at the end, I'm gonna go through a long one and go through, you know, what frets and what strings, you know, verbally tell you. The song has a weird feel to it. There's a lot of parts that are a lot of open strings ringing, and the way you attack the strings affects the way the song sounds. So when I play it slow, it might not be as soulful like the real one. Not that, I mean, I get close to it, but nobody's ever gonna play that just like you did. Guitar is in tune enough. If you want to tune up or down, actually, half step. Give you some strings real quick. All right. Don't do that slide. That's an old habit of mine. The recording, to me, seemed like and then this is weird. You want to get that, you don't have to, but and real quick, I'm not just going to blow through that one because that's pretty hard. This is it's weird. Not so much hard, but just weird. You'll hit that. This chord, he uses this a lot. This is what it is. It's that, and then your ring finger up here on the D string, and then just let the G just drone open. It's also in Castles Made of Sand. But that's a cool one he does a lot. So this next part is. I hope the advanced guys can get something out of that quick, but I'm also going to slow it down for some beginners. Okay, we'll break it up in sections. The first section, you're going to be, it's like a pick scrape, and then you're hitting just these 2 bottom strings on the 12th fret here on the double dot. So it's. You get that open E, and then 2 muted scrapes, and then there is on the A string, and I'm gonna say some strings and some frets, but You guys can see. I'm sure you can figure it out, but I'm not going to go through every note. It's just going to take too long. But it's like this. First section. So we were at this part where you hit the A. You go the open G there, and then you're on the A string, and bar that on your middle two strings. And it's where he's got some weird timing and stuff. Like he'll speed some things up. You can tell it's kind of rushed. Like when he's like, it just sounds like it's you got this rhythm, and he'll just rush that. So, and that's kind of one of the things. That one's not so much rushed, but it is. You want to get that feel with that open string and let it keep ringing. Just you could hear it ringing throughout while I was doing this part. All right, that's the first section. The second one, I'm not going to count them because I'll lose track. I'm just going to say next section. So the next one, you're on the G there, and use your thumb, because not so much this section, but there's a couple of them later on that you're really going to need to free up all your fingers to do some stuff with it. You don't have to, but you can probably find a way around it. But I'm showing you the places. It's up to you to find how to do it without the thumb. But I would use it. So put your thumb on the G here. So you're hitting this G on the top string and then this open G. And then kind of both bottom strings, you're barring them with your finger here, these two bottom ones. So these are all G's. And then here. So there's a lot of G strings there, or G notes, but. And then you're basically in a bar G, but you're using the bottom of it. This shape. So. And you're going to hold that. I wouldn't use, on this part, don't use the bottom string. Just kind of do this one and these two. So that's that section. And then the next is you're going to hit the thumb on the A here, and then slide on this A string up. And then jump down to that G string right here on your 5th fret. Okay, so you're going. So. So one more time again, real slow in that section. It's like this. I'll explain that one a little bit. It's your A here, and you're sliding, and then jumping down to this G string on this fret. And then you basically, those notes, and then these notes. So, and use your pinky, because he does it really fast, and your pinky is right there. So you don't want the delay, because it'll mess up the rhythm of the song and how it flows in his style. So all right, next section, you hit that open E, and then barring this again, just go. And then you want to hit 2 notes here on this E. It's your A string, but it's your E note. So and basically you want this string ringing the whole time. When you get to this part, just let it ring. That's an old habit of mine. I've been listening to the actual recording this morning, and I'm trying to get it the right way for you guys. But it's like, let me do it again. All right, there's that section. Now this one's weird to me because when I play octaves, I always use my ring, but I need my ring finger on the bottom string. So I use my bird finger here. And then you want to put you're just barring this whole thing. And then use your bird finger here on the octave down on this D string. Both B's. So you go. And then after that, it's this little thing that's like, if you can see that. So, but you're holding this at the same time. And then after that thing, you want to get this note. It makes it sound like a minor, like a B minor. So. And then. So it's basically you're walking down. Let me do that one more time. Sound in there, and then walk down to a major chord, and he just does a little plucking. Now before I get ahead, we were in like a B minor, and then this goes down to a major, the next one down, so it's like a B flat major or something, or A sharp major, whatever you want to call it, but B minor, and then this major, and then to an A minor. So hit the top two strings, I guess, of this A minor, and then the middle two strings, and then you're setting yourself up for this. And this is just the way I play it, the way it sounds. If you watch him live or something, he may be in a different space, but this is what works for me. So I'll tell you what that is. So you these top two on this A minor, it's these notes. You're letting this on the G string ring when you're barring it here. Just let all that ring, but hit them at the same time. And that's what I was talking about with the timing and the feel. He's got like that part feels rushed. It's like it's too fast, but it just works because the song's awesome. But so you already set up for that little slide from A to B because you're barring here. So. And then go past, and then you're going to want to, this is where the thumb comes in big time. You're going to want to slide up. On the recording, it sounds like he's sliding up to it. So. This is a tough one. It's very tough for me, but you want to use that because you definitely need that note, but you don't need the top string anymore, technically, but I do hear it at the end of it, right before he goes to the C. You'll hear him. He kind of does a hammer on. But I'm getting ahead there. Let me go back. So you want to get your thumb up here. That chord, that's a pretty cool chord. He uses it in a bunch of songs, but basically what it is, it's like a power chord here on your bottom two strings, and you let this G ring, and you keep that one there above your pinky on this D string, and but you have to kind of roll your finger up because you don't want the meat of your finger to deaden this G. You want to let it ring. So to notice it if you don't do that. But I'm just trying to give you some nuggets here. Hopefully that, you know, if anybody's playing this and trying to really get it down, hopefully that'll help you out too, because I do hear that in the record. But so. And you're just basically going from this. You don't have to do this part, but definitely do the hammer on. You don't have to do the F on top. You don't have to do the F, but definitely the hammer on, and there's just like a little jingle in there. It's like a, you might hit that twice, but don't use your ring. You're gonna slide up like this, but it's like, that's what I hear. It's just the power chord in your D position here. So. And then you're gonna bar on your middle two. A little slower here. It's these notes. And you can let these three ring, I think. It'll sound fine. So you're basically barring these three. Nope, not there. Hold on. Yeah. So that's it. And it usually, I think he just stops it there. Sometimes I'll slide it down, but the recording, I want to say he stopped it there. All right, so hopefully that explained it, and you get something out of it. And if you did, please like and subscribe. That'd be great. Until next time, y'all keep rocking.